It's time, though, for the topic that I always love, the Harvey Hot Hand, brought to you by Dr. Squatch. Go to www.drsquatch.com/Nathan Harvey. $10 off orders of $20 or more for new customers. Thank you for supporting the show. But yeah, the Harvey Hot Hand, I picked the 5 teams and the 5 games that you should bet on each and every week. We had a 3-2 record last week. If the Jets, and especially Aaron Rodgers, can just not choke the game away late, we could have gone 4-1. We went 3-2. I'm 14-16 so far this season. We're creeping back to 500. Last year, we had 61% winning percentage. We got to get back there, and I think we will. And we'll start off on a great week this week. So let's begin with the first pick for the Harvey Hot Hand, Week 7 edition.
Patriots at Jaguars.
So this is desperation mode for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They need to get something going. The past 2 weeks, though, Trevor Lawrence has looked like a very good quarterback. 73% completion percentage. 302.5 passing yards a game, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, 107 passer rating. He's looked very, very good. However, Doug Peterson, the head coach, he says, we got to figure out the culture, change the culture. It's Week 7. You already need to rebuild your culture. That's a problem. Red flags. Fiery hot seat. There's a potential opportunity if the Jaguars don't get right in London, at home, where teams are winning, at home, overseas. There could be a potential opportunity for Doug Peterson to be fired. Maybe not this week, but next week or the week after, we could potentially be seeing a new head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But this game right now, it's all about desperation, motivation, what's going to happen. And here's the big thing. Here's a little bit of an X factor. I'm going Tank Bigsby. He's going to be the X factor. 7.2 yards a carry. The Patriots defense, 166.5 rushing yards allowed per game in the last 4 games. One of the worst in the NFL in that time frame. I think it's going to be a big matchup. Ball control, time of possession, keep the clock running, get the ball out of Drake May's hands, because we've already seen he's pretty good so far against with no offensive line that's banged up even more, running game that's also banged up. Jalen Polk, there should have been top receiver, dropping basically every pass, and a wide receiver core that's one of the worst in the league, and also a defense that's not showing up big time. I'll take the Jaguars to win and cover a -5.5 point spread. They win 26-20.
Ravens at Buccaneers.
This one, it could potentially cause some issues. Again, we talked about this before. Stop choosing primetime games. Well, this one, I just feel like who's the better team in its totality? The Ravens are. They're number 1 in total offense. Lamar is 22-1 in his career against NFC teams. He also has the highest QBR in Monday Night Football history. Once again, not passer rating, QBR, ESPN stat, skill is 0 to 100. The highest in NFL history on Monday Night Football. Here's the big one. Rachaad White, starting running back, and also Graham Barton, their starting center. All limited participants so far this week in practice, while Jamel Dean as well as Mike Evans, starters, defense and offense respectively, they were DNPs in practice this week. Could potentially cause some problems, especially with Zay Flowers, who had a monster game last week. Derrick Henry, offensively, he's the best running back in the league right now. An offensive line the Ravens have that's actually growing. Still, the right side is a massive issue, but it's getting better. And defensively, the Ravens are doing actually pretty damn well. Tackling is one of their strengths so far this season. I do think this will be a blowout, a shootout. I'll take the Ravens to win 34-28, cover a -3.5 point spread. The best team in the NFL, in my opinion. I know. Chiefs are undefeated. I know. I'll take the Ravens right now, currently. I'll take the Ravens as the best team in the NFL. They win 34-28, cover a -3.5 point spread. The next one.
Raiders at Rams.
So this one, it could also cause some problems because both teams defensively are garbage. But once again, head coach, quarterback. That's the 2 most important spots on an NFL roster, on an NFL team, an NFL organization. Your head coach and your quarterback. And I think hands down the Rams have that. Cooper Kupp may be back in this game after not playing a single game so far this season with an injury. The Raiders, though, they just lost Devontae Adams to a trade, and Jacoby Myers, he looks like he's going to be doubtful for this game as well. So you're losing weapons and weapons you didn't already have. But you lost another weapon that could potentially help you out in trying to get this win here. But it looks like Antonio Pierce may have jumped the gun a little bit on the quarterback position because he benched Gardner Minshew in favor of Aiden O'Connell, and Aiden O'Connell put up 13 points. Not that great. Against the Steelers team that does not score. that offensively does not put up yardage, and they did exactly that against the Raiders team last week. I'm trusting the quarterback. I'm trusting the head coach. They're better. There's a reason why there's a little asterisk next to this. It's minus 6.5 point spread. I bet it when it was minus 5.5. So I got in a little bit early. The minus 5 number, minus 5.5 number has done very well this season, but it still is minus 6.5. I'll take it regardless. 24-16 Rams cover and win in week 7. The next one.
Jets at Steelers.
The Jets got to figure something out. They got Aaron Rodgers' buddy, Devontae Adams, out there. Mike Williams is right now a DNP all week due to personal reasons. He's probably going through it because his position just got replaced by Rodgers' buddy. But it's right now, it's the New York Rodgers. That's just the way it is. They're getting a bunch of Aaron Rodgers' buddies, making them comfortable. It's right now looking like this is Rodgers' team. And I think right now we're going to see a happy Aaron Rodgers. The offense looks much better last week against the Buffalo Bills with Todd Downing being the offensive play caller instead of Nathaniel Hackett. But it was up to Rodgers late game, coming up big, and he came up small like he normally does in late game opportunities to take the lead. But Devontae Adams will play in this game. I expect him to score at least a touchdown. I understand he doesn't fully understand the entire playbook, but it won't matter. It'll be like Tom Brady, Gronk. It'll be Travis Kelce, Mahomes. Hey, get open, I'll throw it to you. That's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm expecting the Jets to do well. The Steelers, on the other hand, they already swapped quarterbacks. For what? They were 4-2, playing very, very effectively, and you swap quarterbacks to Russell Wilson, who, yes, the numbers looked great. He was checking it down all season. He's the only quarterback the past 2 seasons to have double-digit percentages in check down. But that's a massive issue. He's not throwing the ball down deep. He needs to roll out to pass. Justin Fields can at least stay in the pocket. Russell Wilson needs to roll out to pass. That's his big thing. Roll to the left, roll to the right, deep throw. You can't do that if your offensive line's banged up. Your wide receivers, your best receivers, George Pickens, who we've seen multiple clips of him just giving up on routes. That's an issue. Van Jefferson's your wide receiver too. Go to the Jets side. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, Breece Hall, and Braylon Allen in the backfield. Offensive line is decent. It should be better, but it's decent. Defense is still playing relatively well. This is just a better team. The Jets are a better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. It'll be 2 pretty good defenses going at it. I'll take the Jets with a morale-boosting win over here. Jets win 27-20 Sunday Night Football and cover a 1.5 point spread. The final one of Week 7 is
Chargers at Cardinals.
Why is this 1.5 point spread? Why? Why is this a 1.5 point spread? It doesn't make any sense to me. The Cardinals are one of the worst defenses in the NFL. The Chargers have the best defense in the NFL, or one of the best defenses. Justin Herbert's healthy. Offensive line's getting healthier. J.K. Dobbins has reemerged again. The wide receiver core is a little bit banged up right now, but they may be getting Chark back to add to that, just add more depth anyway. I don't understand it. They have the better head coach, the better quarterback, the better running back situation, the better offensive line, the better overall defense. How the hell is this only 1.5 points? To me, this is an easy one. The Cardinals, they're one of the question mark teams. They could play really good, or as we've seen the past few weeks, play really poorly and have basically zero offense. Yes, the Chargers don't score a lot, but they keep you from putting up any points, so it doesn't really matter. I'll take the Chargers to win here, minus 1.5 point spread. For me, this is the easiest pick of the week. Easiest pick of the week for me. Chargers minus 1.5 point spread. They win 21-17. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.